Welcome to another 3 and Out segment presented by Comerica Bank. I'm Dannie Rogers, and we are getting the opposing view today. Week 15, Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. That brings us to team reporter Dani Sureck, who's going to give us all of the nuggets we need to know heading into this big matchup. Danny, first off, that sounds so weird saying Danny as well, but welcome to 3 and Out. We got to start with that explosive offense. Cardinals averaging just under 29 points a game. Head coach Dan Campbell over here in Detroit says quarterback Kyler Murray, he is something else. So what does this Detroit defense have to brace for going up against Cliff Kingsbury's Cardinals?
It's hard because you can't pick just one offensive weapon because the Cardinals have so many. When you think of Kyler Murray, you not only think about his accuracy when he throws the ball, but also his legs and his ability to scramble and extend the plays. And while he did that a little bit more than normal last week against the Rams, that hasn't been their game plan this season. They've really worked on making sure that Kyler Murray is not running around as much as he has in the past just to keep himself safe and protect himself unless he is in that situation and needs to be. Thankfully, he has plenty of weapons that have gotten this team, played a large part in getting this team to 10-3 at the moment. Of course, you have DeAndre Hopkins. You've also got Christian Kirk. AJ Green, who came alive against the Rams, had a great game. The addition of Zach Ertz. But the big player as of late has been running back James Conner. Chase Edmonds, their starter, has been hurt for the last couple of weeks with an ankle injury, and while he got back to practicing last week, he did not play against the Rams. James Conner has just come alive in the last couple of weeks. He's got 7 straight games where he's recorded a touchdown, and he's not just making a difference out of the backfield. He has had back-to-back games with a phenomenal one-handed catch, just showing how multifaceted he is, and he has played a large part in the dominance of this offense as of late. Now, they are coming off that loss against the Rams where they didn't have any passing touchdowns. It was all on the ground. However, this team has done a good job at rebounding after their previous 2 losses this season. They haven't lost back-to-back games. They're 7-0 on the road. So we're expecting that this offense specifically is really going to come back to their roots and find a way to get this win over the Lions.
You hit the nail on the head. These Cardinals are looking for their 8th win on the road. They have not lost on the road. So coming here to Detroit, it's a big one. But let's talk the other side of the ball, the defense. Run defense may be one of the very few weaknesses in this Cardinals team. They're averaging 4.7 yards per carry. That's what they're allowing other teams' offenses. So what is the best way that these Lions can take advantage of that run defense? And what do you expect Arizona to step up in that realm?
Yeah, if you're looking for a weakness, it would be that run defense. And it's kind of been that way all season. They've had some bright spots in the middle of the season where they were more consistent in that aspect, but you're right, they're ranking 28th in the league in yards per carry allowed. And I think that's a large part because the secondary has been so strong and consistent throughout this season. So the teams have been taking advantage of that run defense. J.J. Watt has been out with a shoulder injury. He's still on IR. And so that's the area that the Cardinals defense continues to look on ways to improve and strengthen. They are, though, also ranked. I think what also helps is they're ranked in the top of the league in so many other aspects: 3rd and 4th down percentage, passing yards allowed. And so teams are taking advantage of that and running the ball. They did hold the Rams to just 89 rushing yards last week. So it's not like this run defense is just filled with holes for teams to take advantage of. This Cardinals defense is still top in the league. The Cardinals are the only team with a top 5 scoring offense and scoring defense. So I wouldn't say that this is necessarily bottom of the league run defense, but if you're looking for a weakness that Detroit can try and take advantage of, I think it would be in that aspect.
I mean, Danny, we talked about it. There have been so many close games here in Detroit. You were able to take a look at it. So what is the mindset of these Cardinals coming on the road after a loss to LA on Monday Night Football, knowing that the Lions, they're in it for the most part in a lot of these games?
Yeah, I don't think that this Cardinals team is looking at this Lions team in the sense that this is going to be an easy game or a trap game, because you said it. The Lions have been close in a lot of those losses. It's not like they're not holding their own against many of the teams in the league, and the Cardinals are aware of that. Now, they have shined bright on the road. They're undefeated on the road. They haven't lost back-to-back games, so they're just going to go back to that mindset of the 1-0 mentality, looking at the film from the Rams game, where they can really work to improve this week. And I think the mindset is less about Detroit and more about what this team can do. A win is huge for this Cardinals team because it would clinch a playoff berth for them. That would be the first time this team makes the playoffs since the 2015 season. So head coach Cliff Kingsbury, his message to the team as of late has just been to stay in the moment. Don't look too far ahead. All of that, the playoff implications, those will all come and the chips will fall where they may. But you can't just automatically assume that Detroit is out of it, before you even play them this week. So that's their mindset, is just trying to get this win, and then that'll have playoff implications for them as they move on.
Coach Campbell in these last games, of course, trying to play the spoiler role where they're either making sure teams clinch playoff spots against other teams or they're just flat out taking away those opportunities. So it'll be interesting to see one of the best teams in the NFC, Arizona Cardinals, come into Detroit this Sunday. Danny, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Danny. That does sound weird, doesn't it?